In my previous video, I have taught you about the nature of learning as understood by the science of psychology. In that video, I taught you about behaviorist approach, Thorndike's trial and error approach, the gaslit approach, and field view of learning. So now I'm going to teach you about the nature of learning as understood by the science of educational psychology. That was the science of psychology, but this is the science of educational psychology. So let's start. The psychologists understands the nature of learning by considering its psychological basis and also the laws of its operation. For him, anything which cannot be expressed in the term of natural science must be rejected. The educator cannot be expressed in terms of natural science. Sorry. The for the psychologist, anything which cannot be expressed in the term of natural science must be rejected. The psychologist will reject the thing which cannot be expressed with the use of natural science. Okay. The educator or educational psychologist is primarily concerned with the methods and the conditions which favor effective learning. So, educational psychologist is different from normal psychologist. Okay, the educational psychologist is very much concerned with the method and the conditions which favor effective learning. His main concern is effective learning rather than natural scientific terminology. Okay, he has assurance on the basis of experimental inquiry that human learning is facilitated by prior understanding of the material to be learnt or the goal to be reached. So, the educational psychologist has the assurance that on the basis of experimental inquiry, the human learning facilitated by prior understanding of material to be learned or the goal to be reached. So, the main motive of the educational psychologist is to achieve the goal and to achieve the material, the understand the material to achieve the ultimate goal. Okay, of course, the judicious use of praise and reproof, attention, and the will to learn. The judicious use of praise and reproof and attention and the will to learn. This is needed. Reproof, praise, attention, and the will to learn is needed to achieve the goal by understanding the material. Okay. From the point of view of educational psychology, the nature of learning may be understood in terms of the goal of learning, the method of learning, and the theory of learning. The nature of learning can be understood according to the view of educational psychology in three terms. What are the three terms? The goal of learning, the method of learning, and the theory of learning. So first start with goal of learning. As to the goal, learning deals with the goal. The acquisition of knowledge which involves intellectual and emotional modification and control takes place through perception, which refers to acquisition of spatial knowledge about object or events which directly stimulates the sense at a certain particular moment. Conception, which mean to acquisition of organized knowledge in the form of concepts of general ideas. Association, as a result of a memory play in which there is deliberate recall as well as recognition of past experience. appreciation, which means acquisition of ideas, attitudes, or dispositions characterized by emotions and feelings. Okay, so the goal, what uh, what is the goal? Okay, the goal in learning, what is the goal in learning? Your aim. Okay, how you get the aim? By acquisition of knowledge. Okay, which acquisition of knowledge makes you able to achieve the goal. But how the acquisition of knowledge happens? By perception. Perception is to you create a perception, a thinking process. Then conception, you conceptualize the perception. Then association, the association of the concepts which you learned to recognize, to recognition of past experience, to associate the past experience in a well arranged, what you call, well arranged form. Then appreciation, which means acquisition of ideals, your attitude. By this, first perception, make your perception, then conception, make your perception conceptualize, then make your concepts associated, and then make the association appreciated by the ideals, the attitudes, by the dispositions characterized by emotions and feelings, and then you will be able to acquire the goal. Okay, I think you are well understood about the goal. Okay. Okay. What I recently taught you is written also here. How the aim is achieved, the goal is achieved. The acquisition of skill, which means sensory motor modification and control. Control takes place as a result of the teacher's verbal explanation that will create perception. Okay, first actual demonstration of the skill. When the teacher will demonstrate the skills, the perception will created in your mind. Then second, what? Perception. After perception, the second is the pupil's own performance. The own performance is what? The own performance is uh, conception. Okay, what you understood from your perception. Okay, there is a tractor going there. So yeah, first perception, teacher's explanation. Second conception is what? Your performance. Third is the teacher's correction. What is correction? Correction is association. When the teacher will correct you, then the concept which you made, which had some faults, will be associated with no fault by teachers association. Okay, the teacher will associate your faults and make you fault free. And the fourth is practice of skill by the pupils until the skill is fully mastered. Then the last will come appreciation. Appreciation means to make your skills perfect as you can, and then you will be eligible to acquire your goal. Okay, so I think the goal is well understood. Then the second is the method. The method, we had three terms: the goal, the method, the theory. First, the goal is over, the method. Then the method is, as to the method, learning is characterized by its modes, types, such as imitation, trial and error, observation, insight, etc. It is also characterized by certain principles of guidance which bring in economy and efficiency. How to study, how to retain spaced, unspaced repetition, and whole and part method. So the method is what? The method, the technique by which the goal is achieved, the aim is achieved. So the method is divided in many parts like imitation, trial, error, observation, insight. So I'm giving brief definition of these. Imitation. Imitation is the very first, what you call interaction with the problem, the situation. Okay, trial and error means to try something, to solve something, and to learn from the error, and at last by trial error you will get the right way to solve the problem. And the third is observation. Observation means no trial error first. Okay, first observe thing, then take your first step. Okay, that will be more useful than trial error, I think. Insight means, insight is the very much different thing. Insight means to first observe the whole problem as a whole, the whole situation as a whole, and then act by using nearby substances what you can use in the best, by the best. That is the most intelligent step you can do to solve a problem. First look at the situation as a whole, then act as a intellectual being. That is the best method a human being can ever uh, do. Third is, I think the method is well understood. Then third is the theory. What is the theory? As to the theory, the psychologists are concerned with the neural basis of learning and the laws of its operation. The theories of Watson, Thorndike, Gastelist, the field theorists provide more of description and methodology than adequate explanation. Of course, by implication, the nature and the functions of the nervous system is provided to some extent. So, the theory, what is the theory? The theory is that which we use in the method to achieve the goal. Okay, so there are many field theorists who provided us many theories to how to learn, to understand the nature of learning, to learn better. The theorists are Watson, Thorndike, who is Thorndike trial error, and Gastlet, the field theorist, and many more field theorists are also there. But these three are the main theorists which we are studying. Okay, which we will study in next pages. We'll study them. Okay, they gave us field theories, but what is the problem? The problem is they provided a more description than methodology. No. They provided description and methodology. They provided methods. They provide descriptive methods than adequate explanation. The explanation is a little less than their methodology, descriptive methodology. So that is a little problem. But no worry, we can use their methods, their theories in implication, and we can get something. But because they are not small thinkers or field theorists, they are very renowned, the field theorists. So their theory is very much considerable. They are not a small theorists. Okay, so this is the theory, this is the method, and that was the goal. So I think you all are well understood about what I taught. The nature of learning is understood by the science of educational psychology. So if any doubt arises in your mind, then don't forget to comment below to understand the chapter well, the concept well. And if you like my video, my content, then like, share, and subscribe my channel in large number. Because you are not subscribing, you are only watching. If you will not subscribe, then my reach will not be increased. So please subscribe, like, and don't forget to press the bell icon after subscribing my channel. Thank you for watching.